Hello, YouTubers. Namely, just the three people that watch my videos occasionally. Maybe it's just one person who watches it 3 times. Anyway, I got a response, a comment on one of my videos, which is a rare thing. And it's my most popular video as Mr. Zero the Clown, in which, and I've already done a response to this, people get mad when they turn on Mr. Zero juggles 13 balls because I'm juggling 3 number 13 billiard balls. They all say 13 on it. I got this bit originally from a clown book. It is Creative Clowning. I can't remember the author, the editor. It's written by several clowns, but they actually suggest this as a joke. Is hey, who would like to see me juggle 8 balls? And because oh yeah, so you juggle 8 balls. Billiard 8 balls. Well, I don't have 8 balls. I have 13 balls. I was uh, learning to do contact juggling with a billiard cue, and I thought, if I use a 13 ball, I got 3 of those for juggling tricks and stuff. And so I had them, and so I did the bit just as a quick bit to get views, and it worked. A lot of people viewed it, but it's weird. People get mad about it. I got this comment today, and that's what the subject of this video is about. I got called looser. 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 I got called looser by someone. He watched my video and decided to call me a looser, which I assume is someone who is more than just loose. It's looser. He's looser. Now, obviously, I know he's meaning to call me a loser, which is Loser, and that's what I even replied to him. I fed the troll and replied to him by saying, loser, capital letters, the way it's supposed to be spelled, exclamation point, moi, at least I can spell, because, I mean, who's the bigger loser? And then I wondered, how does that reflect on me? I'm being called a loser by someone who can't even spell the word loser. Does that make me even more of a loser? Or does that make that person the ultimate loser because he can't even spell the word? I don't understand some people sometimes. So, I'm like not. I'm like going, who's this guy to say that I'm a loser? So I check out his channel, and he's only got like 5 uploads. And it's like, you're just one of those dumb critic troll types. Those people who have an account on YouTube and they don't do anything with it. Orange juice. That's all I wanted to comment. I've been called a loser by someone who a 17-year-old, a 17-year-old. This person is either a high school junior or a high school senior. If they're a senior, it's highly possible that he could be close to graduating. This is a person who's going to graduate from high school and probably not even be fully capable of reading his diploma. I've heard so many of these stories. And I've even heard about, lower intelligence beings that so many Americans can't find America on a map. I never believed that until I actually witnessed it for myself. Witnessing someone who couldn't find the United States of America on a map of the world blows your mind. When you actually witness that, you're like, I didn't know that was possible. I didn't think anyone would have so little knowledge of the world that they live in where they couldn't at least find the United States of America on a map. A high school graduate not being able to find the United States of America on a map. When all the time on the map, it'll say the United States of America right there. It's got that little. Well, I guess for the camera, it'd be like, okay, there's California on the eastern coast, and you got come around, and there's Texas, little wing wang of it, and then you got little Florida, and then up there, and then, weird shape. But they can't find it on a map. There's Italy, 'cause it's a boot, and it's about to step in some grease. Where's America? Where's America? I don't, I don't understand this. And you see, I'm going to make a confession. I'm not a high school graduate. I'm a high school dropout. I don't have a diploma. I have my GED. I mean, what kind of an idiot has a GED? My GED does happen to say in the when you get your GED, at least the GED that I took, you get a certificate saying that you passed your GED, and then it also gives you the results. And my result, it also tells you how well you did. And so, it'll say if you did what was required. It says the student has done what is required to pass, blah blah blah. The equivalent of such a, of a high school, the minimum requirement of high school math, science, literature, English. It has all these. It gives you the breakdown on whether or not you're above average, below average, and whether or not you passed. And it gives you the number, the score that you should receive to at least pass. With mine, it said that I achieved a score significantly greater than that of any high school. Yeah, it would be like 3% of high school seniors do as well as I did on that test. I'm an idiot. That's very disheartening to know that there are that many. Like the average Joe is that dumb. Can't even spell loser. But that's the world in which I live in, and I'm not making the world a better place. I've got, I've got, you know, these like unused abilities of mine that I'm just sitting here and mouthing off at people at YouTube and being a clown. And so I'm no better than anyone else, but I know how to spell loser, and I can find America on a map. And when they're talking about Pakistan, I know generally where that is. When they're talking about Afghanistan, I know where that is. I can find it on a map. What I had a hard time finding was the correct road to get to Anaheim, the correct freeway. I had to get a map to find Anaheim. My family is from California. I'm not from California, but my parents are both from California. And we used to, like, every so often take a road trip out there. I decided to take a trip with my wife and my kid out to California. We're driving on the road, and I go and I grab a map at the gas station just to make sure I'm going the right way, you know. And I pretty much figured it was a straight shot to Los Angeles. You eventually get to Anaheim, and which is for the obvious reason. You go to Anaheim to go to Disneyland, in case anyone who doesn't know about California. And this guy in a truck pulls up to me, and he just looks at me, he sees me pulling out the map. He says, "Where are you headed?" And I said to him, I said, "Anaheim." And he just keep on down that freeway, you'll get there. And I'm like, he laughed at me because he knew this tourist who ain't from California don't know how to get to Anaheim. That's how big of an idiot I am. It's all comparative. I know how stupid I am. And then I gotta look around and realize that I've get this information that I'm supposed to be. When I took my GED, it said that I was in the top, 3%. You know, only like 3% of high school seniors did as well or better than me on, would do as well as me on that test. And I'm a moron. I'm a moron. If you give me a job of physical labor that will take, and I will estimate, I said this should take only only 5 minutes to do. It will end up taking me at least an hour because something will go wrong, and something of my stupidity will get involved in it and make it. If it if I have to change a tire, a job that should take no more than 5 minutes. Switching a tire, it's going to take me an hour, at least an hour to do, because something is going to go terribly wrong. I won't have the right tools, and I'll get frustrated, and I'll end up putting a dent in the car because I get that angry. I'll be like, with the tire iron on the car, and so yeah, get yourself an actual grease monkey to fix your car. I haven't been a grease monkey for years, and I was a low level grease monkey like that. Like when we're talking about grease monkey, we're not talking about chimpanzees or orangutans. I was a lemur grease monkey. Lemur grease monkey. So that's my point. Learn how to spell if you're going to insult someone. Don't be a lemur grease monkey. And don't be a moron like me. And achieve something with your life. Message end and communication.